Well, hello. Welcome back to Thomas's Turf Tips. Today I'm talking about why you want a smart sprinkler controller. So I've got my Ratio here. I'm not endorsing Ratio. I like my Ratio, but I've tried others, including the Beehive from Orbit. So all of them are good, and here's why you should use one. It's really because you want to
set it and
you just want it to run. So typically what I see is I call a homeowners association schedule, where someone sets it up for 3 days a week, 3 times a week for each zone, 30 minutes a zone, and really that's not good for your turf. What you want to do is irrigate as infrequently as possible. And what that's going to do is drive your roots down as deeply as possible, and that's going to make it more resistant to really adverse conditions like in the heat of the summer. So in order to do that successfully, you've really got to make your controller smart. The default settings on all the controllers that I've come about and used are not really, they're making a lot of assumptions about your turf and about your sprinklers that aren't necessarily correct. So if you use those default values, you're going to be really disappointed with the results in your smart irrigation timer. So we're going to learn, and I'm going to break this up into 3 episodes. So subscribe to the channel so you'll get notifications of this. Today we're going to set up the root depth, and in the next episode we will determine soil type, and then in the last episode we will figure out how to measure precipitation rate and system efficiency. So hang on, let's go out in the yard and we'll measure root depth. Okay, so we're out here, we're going to measure the root depth. I found the best way to do this is just use a shovel and a tape measure. And really what root depth is going to tell you is it's going to really determine how far down that the turf is reaching, so that it can get water. So the longer the root depth, the deeper the root depth, the less frequently it's going to water, but it's going to tell the system to water very deeply when that occurs. So let's see here, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a small circle here. I tried other methods. I used my soil probe. It didn't work so hot. Tried several methods. This tended to be the best way to do it. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So you can see there's little root fibers right at the bottom here. And if I dig down, I can see a little bit more. So let's see what this depth is. A little earthworm there too. So that means the soil is healthy. Got our own personal aerators at work there. So right here, I'm at 10 inches. So I'm probably going to add a couple more inches to that, say 11 or 12 inches deep, which, by the way, we can look at this. People in South Carolina mostly say, oh, we've got red clay, but that's not actually true, and we'll look at that in the next episode. But this is sandy loam, and actually it's called Cecil sandy loam because it's got The topsoil is sandy loam, and then you get down a little bit deeper, and it is red clay. So what people see when they see red clay exposed, that's where you've had some erosion or someone has graded it and taken off the topsoil. So this is step one done. So we're gonna put 11 or 12 inches in our smart irrigation timer, and we'll go from there. Next episode, we'll talk about determining soil type. Talk to you later.